Hey, storytellers, storytelling Ron. I love doing my planetary preparatory 1. So I'm gonna do another one because it was just a fun. As a Christian GM, you can create, you start, rolling on these and start creating your own galaxy of stuff. Now, obviously, I'm creating a galactic manual of stuff, so I'll be adding that. But you can do your own, and I've created this list so you can start doing your own. Or you could do like a hex crawl version of it, where they're going exploring and evangelizing and settling, and of course adventuring. All right, so let's just start. Let's go with, so all the planets are, and based on the storyline, are all terraformed, because only God made Earth livable. The others all have to have some sort of terraforming process. 1, dark icy rock, thick gaseous atmosphere, freezing. All right, we got a dark icy rock, thick gas. So this is gonna be fun. So if they land on this planet, they have to, it'll be a land-based operation because of the thick atmosphere you can't see. Okay, let's go down to culture and basic economy. D8 again. 2, illegal, illicit, bad stuff, heavy pirate and smuggler operations, anti-imperial, pro-remnant. There's 2 sides. The remnant is kind of like the rebellion, but they're lost because they're all pagans. Pro-remnant, if criminal, harshly treated, oppressed workers, brutes, extortion. So. Okay, tech level. Let's roll the tech level. 5. Where's 5 here? Okay. Mercantile, industrial, workers with high-tech criminal, corporate, and or government security forces. Okay, so we're... okay, this is Hollywood. Got a helicopter going on. All right, let me just move on because I'm still getting my brain juices going here. D12. 12! Ports, forts, corporate, industrial, government. Yikes. This is going to be a scary planet to go to. So it's a big whole oddities. Let's roll oddities just to finalize this. And oddities is optional, but I always use it. I always use the 6. Creepy underdwellers, cannibal, slavers, inbred, genetic, or long lost. Okay. Dark icy rock, thick gas hammer. Okay, that's fine. I can. Yeah, this is a scary, illegal pro remnant. So it's a hidden base of rebellion, criminal elements. In the remnant, let's say there's a corporate remnant forts and ports or whatever, but they're tolerant of the criminal because the criminal are the ones that help them, against the empire. So there's that. And what else do we say here? Mercantile, industrial workers with high-tech criminal, corporate, and or government security forces. Yeah, so this is going to be one of those places where you go and it's going to be pretty tough. I mean, this is an interesting planet. This is going to be one of, I don't know, espionage or politics or whatever that the Christians are going to have to go deal with. This is going to be one to ride out, I mean, they can go all different directions as far as the type of adventures. It could be like, there could be, and since it's criminal, there can be plenty of like fighting and combat without the repercussions of like the empire or the government really coming down hard on you, because the remnant corporate government looks the other way. So if there's a bunch of gunfighting going on down in some industrial mining area, or they're like, well, the criminal elements are all going to have to deal with that themselves, So this makes for a cool, interesting, kind of campaigny one planet. All right, let me do another one real quick. So that's really interesting. Okay, I mean, and it's dark, icy rock. So this is a dark, grim planet. All right, let's do another one. Look how fun this is. I want it. Every one that I rolled up so far, even in the first one, I really want to do. I haven't done them yet. I haven't prepped them or put them together. But I'm just having fun doing them. Let's roll another one before I got to go do some stuff. D8, 8. Bog, marsh, and fungal world, alien-like, insectoid, crab. Okay, we got a bog, marsh. Culture and basic economy. D8. 8. Wow. Imperial. Ooh, okay. Open society where most transactions are ignored, but if empire notices or investigates. Heavy-handed and efficient. Outlying parts do allow some independence up to a point. Okay. So we got a interesting plan like that, which will, they could go to. Now, I haven't, in my playtesting and games, I haven't incorporated the empire as in the role-playing yet. And they are very atheist, and they're very, not that most of them know of Christianity, but the genocide, the creators of the empire and their long lost history of before, they are acutely aware of keeping out anything to do with the Bible or Jesus Christ, or whatever. But that doesn't mean the minions or even the enforcers are aware of that. They're just going to be doing mundane, regular stuff, and they kind of allow cults, but they do suppress them if they get too, whatever, because they're very, very atheist in a sense. But anyway, let's just go with D8 tech level 7. Okay, this is a real Imperial world. Imperial vast industrial complex with varying degrees of access from scrap load to high tech. Yeah, based on... Okay, so this bog marsh world has an underbelly of that, but I bet you it's going to be cities, above the marsh, or whatever. And I can see an empire flourishing here because of bog marsh fungal world gives them a lot of, agricultural opportunities. So that's interesting. Prevalence of settlements, D12. 9. Settled areas with varied operations and forces. Okay, that makes sense. It's all oddities. Let's go for an oddity. 7. Pockets of high security arcologies. Okay, so this makes complete sense for a planet, for an imperial planet that's just on this bog world, and I can see there being different, like, say, platforms or foundational structures where they all are, and then the rest of the planet's all full of bogs and marshes. How the missionaries could get in there and mission work is interesting. I think there could be, like, sort of smaller settlements that they could go to, Christianize them, plant churches, and hope that the empire just doesn't notice them, in the lower echelon of workers and stuff. And this could be one of those sort of infiltration type campaigns or adventure series where they go down as workers, pretend kind of thing, and do stuff. But this is kind of like almost, I wonder if this kind of plan is more of a later campaign where they're I don't know. It's that's a cool, interesting planet. All right, let's do one more. Okay, D8. 2. Arid desert. Okay, I've already done that one, but I'm gonna do it again because that's the way the rolls are. I mean, you can obviously reroll if you feel like you've done enough arid planets. 1. Nothing valuable up front, terraformed but abandoned or limping along. So I changed this from the previous video, made it more neutral. I hate that. The refresh and the double weird thing there. I don't know what that's all about. Okay. So yeah, terraformed but abandoned or limping along, or little growth, forgotten, automated. So it's they made this planet. It just didn't work for the Empire or the Remnants or whatever, so they left it. I mean, but we'll see what else is involved. All right, D8 tech level 7. Imperial vast industrial complex with varying degrees of access from scrap load. Okay, so I can see there being some sort of mundane industry there that the Empire runs. They don't care. They run it. It makes something. There's some high tech there, but that's just to run the factories, and then they deliver it to off world. But it's like maybe it's all automated. There's robots running it. It's Imperial. So if something bad happened, they would send in some scouts or whatever. But it's okay. But it's kind of interesting. But okay. Let's go prevalence of settlements. This is the direction of what this is gonna look like. 8. A few scattered and opposing settlements and operations. Okay, so so that's still holds with what I'm saying there, that there's probably a bunch of like mining operations that mine the sand of this planet and get something, but it's probably sort of barely profitable. So it's sort of running day and night, filtering the sand or whatever and getting something out of it. Other than that, it's not that valuable. But let me go. And why would the missionaries go there? I don't know. But let me roll an oddity. Maybe that'll help me. Pocket of high security arcologies there. Pockets of high security arcologies there. So that's a place they could go to try to do mission work. It's an interesting planet. I'd have to think of something more for them to want to go there. 9 degrees of access. Okay. I think that they could go there to those high security arcologies and trade, because I bet you those places will want some stuff, especially food. So they would probably get a good price for that, and then they could do missionary work. You know, something kind of mundane, but almost like nothing's going on here. You know, but that could be interesting. Like they would work on their evangelism though with these arcologies, and what would happen then? So you wouldn't have to deal with criminals, you wouldn't have to deal with violence necessarily, but you would have to deal with this imperial pockets of high security arcologies, and these arcologies could be like citizen workers who live there and kind of like their remoteness from the empire, but do their duty, their job, you know. That could be an interesting attempt at evangelism. So this could be one of those evangelism ones where it's not much adventure. You know, you don't have to pull out your weapons, and so that adds a nice variety to the sci-fi adventure. That could be you know. But the thing about that then is, will the Empire notice it and come at this planet, re-educate the people, and then find out, and then hunt the missionaries to find out who they are. So that's what this could really trigger, you know. Anyway, so a couple of interesting planets there, 3 interesting planets there of different things that help you create a world that you in Christian sci-fi, in Christians in Space, and this is on the Christians in Space game. I'm trying to get my mouse here. On the Christians in Space game, right now on my Kickstarter is the Apocalypse one, and it has a very similar thing to this, but for the hexes and on planet Earth. But this is just fun stuff. I should do a couple more of those ones to help promote the Kickstarter. It's barely limping along there, but hopefully more and more I can get more and more people to see it and want to check it out. I'm just trucking along, enjoying myself doing this. Thanks for listening, and I'll do some more of these because I really enjoy doing these. I gotta start typing these out though. All right, in the game of life, roll holy dice.